So my job is to give only question paper. Okay, don't ask me to leak the question, answer.
Okay. So
I am only giving question paper. I don't leak the answer. Okay. So now individually or collectively you come out with the answer. When you call me for a session, I'll discuss I'll see whether the answer is correct or not. I'll say answer is not right, but I'll not tell the right answer. Because I want you to find the right answer.
Okay.
Did you understand the problem? Turiya is not a state. Turiya is not what you get in and get out. Anything which you get in and get out, it is not Turiya. It is called state of the mind. Waking state, dream state, deep sleep state, samadhi, they are the states of the mind. Okay. Now, waking state is also Turiya. Dream state also is Turiya. Deep sleep is also Turiya. Samadhi is also Turiya. Like saying, water appears as wave, bubble, foam. Foam is water, bubble is water, wave is water. Okay. To say Samadhi alone is Turiya is unfair. Is it clear? But water is not wave, water is not bubble, water is not foam. That way, Turiya is not waking state, Turiya is not dream state, Turiya is not deep sleep state. Is it clear? And Turiya is not Samadhi. Okay?
yes.
So now I'll leave at that point. Please brood over, think over, and one day when you find the answer, tomorrow, next month, 1 year later, you find the answer, you tell me, call me, I'll come for discussion.
Yeah. Can I just say another 2-3 things? I mean, if I can, I just want to take this chance. Yeah.
I don't want to
Gurudeva,
give answer because I don't want to put answer in your head.
yeah, got it. Gurudeva,
You
we
should
are
give the answer.
yeah. Am I audible, Gurudeva?
Yes, you are audible.
Yeah.
You are loud and clear.
Yeah. So yeah. So we are always in the Turiya state, and
No. We are
No.
always in Turiya state is also wrong.
We are not in a state. We are in Turiya.
We are
in Turiya is wrong.
That's
We
also
are
true.
Turiya.
We are in
We are
Turiya
not
is
in-
wrong.
That's also wrong. We are Turiya also wrong.
So there
I
are
am
two
Turiya.
wrongs in that. Please tell me what is the two wrongs in that? We is wrong, but there's no we.
I am Turiya.
I am Turiya.
I am Turiya.
Turiya is wrong.
Oh,
I am Turiya.
I am
I am
Turiya.
Turiya.
Okay?
Hmm.
Understand?
I
I
am
am
Turiya is
Turiya.
also wrong. There is no
No.
I am and there is no Turiya.
No, that is a verbalization of, otherwise you'll keep it silent. So verbalization of I am Turiya is right.
I am
Yeah.
Okay,
Turiya.
because
I would say this Turiya, what do you call Samadhi as, Guruji?
No.
This,
I have
if there
told
is
you.
any vikalpa in that, that is, if there is an object or if there is any glasses on, it is not Samadhi as per I understand. I refer to it is. I really don't know what all things
No,
people call
I am-
Samadhi as.
Samadhi is a valid state. There's no problem. But Samadhi is Turiya, so is waking state, so is dream state, so is deep sleep state.
Yeah, of course.
Okay,
There is
but
only Turiya. Turiya, other than Turiya,
There's
there is
only Turiya.
nothing there.
okay,
Yeah.
now what is
No, just to be Turiya and nothing else.
no, you cannot be Turiya,
You-
just be Turiya.
Because you are already that, yeah.
You are already that. How can you be just be what you are?
This is also just like language you said. Just to say
No.
it, no?
No.
It
is
always
not.
happens.
Just be Turiya, okay,
Hmm.
is not, there is another appropriate word for that.
Hmm.
Okay, so that we'll find out. But what I'm saying is there's a validity for Samadhi. But what is that validity? I'm asking you people.
I
Validity
don't
of
know what
Samadhi.
Samadhi is then.
Guruji, the self is hidden, or it identifies with the gross body, the subtle body, and the causal body.
One minute, please.
So the samadhi helps it to dissociate itself.
Rajniji, he will come, he said.
Right.
Hanji, Hanji.
Yeah. Sorry. Your question. What is the question?
Yeah, Guruji, what happens? The self identifies itself with the gross body. It identifies with the gross body, the subtle and the causal body.
Hmm.
In samadhi, it helps to dissociate. The self starts dissolving the subtle, the gross, and these causal bodies.
Who is the self
It
here? Which self you are speaking of?
Atma.
Atma doesn't identify anything. That's why it's not. Atma is free from any identification. Atma is ever free.
Gurudeva, when meditation happens,
Jiva, Atma, matlab, Jiva. When Jiva identifies with this thing.
Okay.
Jiva is Jivatma. So the Jivatma is identifying with the all these three states.
Mhm.
So when the Jiva dissociates that with these three states, and only the Atma surfaces.
No.
So
Atma
Samadhi
surface-
helps in that.
No. If Atma surfaces, Jiva is not there.
Gurudeva,
Yes.
in the meditation state, when the ego, that is the I sense, knows, I sense knows its real nature, that is Turiya, it will be calm. I mean, it will be like Turiya only, no? It will say, I am that, isn't it? Nanu nanembudu.
See,
Hmm.
Samadhi is a valid state, just like waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. Okay. But Samadhi, what we call in yoga, and Samadhi, what we call in Vedanta, are very different. We should not mix up the two. Samadhi, what we call in Vedanta, is a waking sleep state, is Jagrata Sushupti. Okay. Waking sleep state, this means you are fully awake, you are fully in the waking state, and you are fully in the deep sleep state. That is called Samadhi in Vedanta. Samadhi in yoga is a state of thoughtlessness. It is like deep sleep. Okay, Samadhi, two types are there. You understand? The Vedantic Samadhi is called Jnana Samadhi. And Yogic Samadhi is called Jada Samadhi. They are different. We should not confuse the Samadhi word is same, but you should not confuse these two. Okay. What is Jnana Samadhi? Jnana Samadhi is a waking state because you are fully aware and fully Jnana is there. Okay. There is thought. I am Brahman thought is there in the Vedic Samadhi, Vedantic Samadhi. In Yogic Samadhi, it is thoughtless state. Okay. There's very, very different things. We are actually mix up. If Yogic Samadhi and Vedantic Samadhi mix up, we are mixing up the whole spiritual process itself. Okay. So now in Vedantic Samadhi is about a state with a thought. It's not a Nirvikalpa. Nirvikalpa Samadhi is a yogic state. But Vedantic Samadhi is a Nirvikalpa Jnana. They are different. The entire Vedanta is not based on Samadhi. The only two places where Samadhi is mentioned in Vedanta or all Upanishad is two places. The closest word for Samadhi in Vedic literature is called Samahita. Samahita means a balanced state of mind. Okay. So why? And Vedanta maintains very, very vehemently, which I also subscribe. Nirvikalpa Samadhi will never give to enlightenment because Nirvikalpa Samadhi is same as deep sleep. It's clubbed with the deep sleep, where there is no mind or thought operating, functional. For a jnana to happen, the mind has to be very, very active, but silent, like deep sleep. Is the distinction clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this
Now,
Samadhi.
this jnana, what kind of jnana is that? Is
We'll
there
come to
any
that. We'll come to
information
that.
in this jnana?
No, we'll come to that. Okay. I mean, I'm trying to distinguish the samadhi itself as two categories. One is yogic samadhi and a Vedantic samadhi.
Okay.
Yogic samadhi, as per Vedanta, is useful but not lead to realization.
Yes.
Vedanta also says you do yogic samadhi, practice. It's very good. But Vedanta says yogic samadhi has a limitation. Okay?
Yeah.
Vedanta is not rejecting yogic samadhi. Vedanta is accepting yogic samadhi, but it's saying what is the limitation of yogic samadhi.
Yes.
Okay? So we should understand there are two types of samadhi, yogic samadhi and Vedantic samadhi. Yogic samadhi is called nirvikalpa samadhi, where you achieve a thoughtless state. Okay? Whereas Vedantic samadhi is a state of thought. What is the thought? This is called Brahmakara vritti. Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman thought is the Vedic samadhi, Vedantic samadhi. Okay. So Vedantic samadhi and yogic samadhi are distinguished by a thoughtlessness and with a thought. So the I am Brahman thought, Aham Brahmasmi thought will destroy all other thoughts. Okay. Then that Aham Brahmasmi thought also will destroy itself. It's like a bomb. It will destroy others and it will destroy itself.
Yes.
Now, what does it destroy is the question.
These thoughts come and go, right? One thought, it won't be that appropriate. Say one thought will destroy. When you see that you are Brahman, let's say I know that I am a man. Now
you actually Vedantic samadhi is
when you know that you are Brahman, how can other thoughts come and manipulate that I am Brahman?
See, what I'm saying is Vedantic thoughts, Nirvikalpa samadhi in yoga, they're trying to make the mind silent. That's whatever way you will get the mind silent through breathing or whatever is that.
Forcefully, yeah, that doesn't work.
Okay. So in Vedanta, you are holding on to a thought, I am the witness first.
I'm saying, why should you hold the thought that you are a witness or you are a Brahman?
So
because if you know that you are a Brahman, what is the use of the thought?
No, you're not getting what I'm saying. Who is getting jnana? Atman is getting jnana.
Atman is realizing he alone is there.
Atman doesn't realize because Atman has nothing to do with this whole business.
When we say about it, it somehow has to say that there is someone who realizes that it's not like that.
No.
There is only one there.
No.
Now, how will you put it into words?
Listen to the question very clearly. Okay. Atman doesn't require a realization, or it doesn't have a realization also.
Yeah. That is
so who realizes and what he realizes?
Correct.
Right?
Yeah. When other than Atman, there is no one there. So who realizes who? Atman only realizes this is me everywhere, all along.
What you call as
That's
me?
That's all that can be said.
Jiva realizes.
What you call as me as Rajani or Surya?
Jiva is not there at all.
What you call as me as Rajani or Surya, right? Trying to realize the absence of Rajani or Surya.
Correct. This is nice. Correct.
That's all we are doing. Okay. Rajani or Surya is trying to annihilate Rajani and Surya. Right? Now, I exist is a thought for the Rajani or Surya. I exist, correct. I am there is a thought. Correct?
Right. Yeah.
A thought is destroyed.
The wrongfulness of that. Wrongfulness that I exist is the realization.
So, Atma doesn't realize. Jiva tries to find itself and it realizes I am Rajani or I am Surya is a false thought.
False, yeah.
And this realization also is a thought.
Correct. It can be, when you
like this realization you make it as a blank thought, like Vedantic Samadhi, you're not going anywhere. This realization that I am not Rajani or Surya is also a thought, countering thought for this thought.
For I exist thought.
Correct?
For I exist thought, I don't exist is a counter thought. I would say it is not a thought, it's a realization or a
No. It is a thought.
darshana.
That's what see, this is where actually realization and thought, you have to understand the difference. A thought is required to destroy another thought.
When I know that I'm a man, whatever other things.
Listen carefully what I'm saying. A thought is required to destroy other thought. The thought is like a bomb. That bomb will destroy others and destroy itself.
Yeah, but I would say thought, when comes from outside, it will be a second-hand thought. That thought is not powerful enough.
No, Surya, you are not. You are actually jumping. We are come to what you are saying. A thought has to be countered with the wrong thought, has to be countered with the right thought.
Okay,
to the extent
but
that
is
wrong
it
thought-
forcefully?
No, not forcefully, with logically.
But still, that is a force only.
No. It's wrong understanding. See, here we are actually mixing up yoga and Vedanta. A wrong thought, entire life what we are having is a wrong thought. I am the body, I exist, and all this is a wrong thought.
Perfect. Yeah.
And wrong thought has to be logically and clearly countered by a right thought.
I would say it has to be experienced or realized.
No,
But
that
it's
is the
just
first.
words. It's
No. It is, see, that itself is wrong because it cannot be experienced. You are already there. You can experience what you are not.
Yeah. I would say, with the right thought, you try to suppress
Don't
the
curb.
wrong thought.
No, don't suppress. That's what I'm saying. The word suppression is wrong.
Otherwise, it will not work. Let's say if
No,
I
I'll
am
tell you,
hypnotized that I am someone else.
It is
You
not
try
hypnotism. That's
to
what I'm saying.
make me.
It's
No,
hypnotism.
I'm just
Vedanta is
saying
not
a
about-
metaphorically example.
No, it is not. So that's where I'm trying to point out the difference. Okay. When you say a right thought is to use to remove the wrong thought, any thought is a product of an identity. Can there be a thought without an identity?
Right. There can be. Right now, there is.
Give me an example. Right now, there is thought which is without identity.
The birds are flying.
The birds are flying because I am seeing it. Otherwise, birds don't fly. I am there already.
But I don't have the feeling that I am seeing it.
No, how
Birds
do
are
you see
just
that?
flying.
No, the birds are flying is a thought in you.
Yeah. Logically, you can say that. But I'm not claiming that I'm seeing the bird flying.
No, that thought is in the background. No. Otherwise, how can
Yeah,
birds
in the
fly?
back, the whole problem is the I thing, right? Just to
That's what I'm
remove
saying,
it is the, yeah.
That identity is there in the background, either explicitly or implicitly.
I know that identity goes and it has gone. And there is a point of reference here.
No.
And
We are not speaking
that-
of.
that
we are
is
not,
used
we are not
or
speaking
not
of-
used.
No, we are not speaking of on where identity has gone. I'm speaking of the process where which is going. See, if identity has gone, I have no problems. If the identity is there, also there is no problem. We are trying to go from where there it is there to where it is not there.
Correct.
What is the
Yeah.
bridge? Right? The bridge is
Correct.
right. See, otherwise there's nothing to discussion. There's no identity, there's no discussion. There's
Correct.
identity,
Yeah.
there's no discussion. So yes,
Perfect.
huh?
Correct.
We are speaking of where there is identity, and I want to go to no identity. That is the question.
Correct. Right.
And what is the process is the question.
Yeah.
So the whole point is the identity is a thought, and it is a wrong thought. If it is right thought, you would not have bothered about it.
Identity is a bhava. It is deeper than the thought, I would say.
A feeling is a thought. Feeling which is a thought which has gone deeper. That's all. There's nothing else other than thought. It's all rati. Okay. A bhava is also thought, no? So everything is rati, manovritti.
Yeah.
It's a mental modification. Whether called bhava or thought or whatever is that, is a mental modification.
Mental
So
model.
now,
When it is so subtle, when you can't put it into words or express it, it's hard to call it a thought, but yeah.
No. See,
Okay.
I'm speaking of the language of Vedanta. Vedanta is a language, only language which speaks of consciousness properly.
Hmm.
In the language of Vedanta, all mental modifications are vritti, thoughts. I mean, vritti, thoughts is the English wrong.
Vritti,
English
yeah,
wrong.
we can.
It's a wrong. Vritti is a wrongly translated English thought, but I'm saying vritti, a modification of the mind. Right? It can be a
Vritti,
bhava or thought, whatever is that.
Hmm.
So now, how do we counter that thought?
Hmm.
Is the question. Are we clear?
Hmm.
I can repeat I am Brahman 10,000 times. It doesn't work that way.
Doesn't work. Yeah.
I can repeat I am hypnotize myself and I am Brahman. It doesn't work that way.
Correct.
Correct?
Yeah. That's what
The
I'm saying.
mind-
Countering thought with the thought.
The mind alone should be used to destroy the mind. That's the point.
Hmm.
Mana
Then
eva karanam-
you'll be in conflict with yourself.
No. No, this is actually I'm telling the process. Mana eva karanam manushyanam bandha mokshayo.
Get out of the mind. Yeah. But don't fight the mind with mind itself.
No. When you say I am out of the mind,
Hmm.
that's also a thought in the mind.
Transcending the mind, or however you put it.
The transcending mind is also thought, no?
Now we are discussing how to remove the I, right?
We are discussing how to remove that I thought. Okay.
Hmm.
So removal of the I thought requires a thought which is probing the origin of the I thought.
Okay. In my experience, you have to witness it. You have to properly understand it, see it, how it operates. Then
That itself
you're
is a
out of
process of Vedanta. That itself is a process of Vedanta. I'm telling you. You are speaking right way only. I am witnessing is a thought. I am witnessing is not
I
reality.
am witnessing. I am saying just witnessing, not I am witnessing. Just witnessing.
No, see, that whole thing, the person begins the journey saying, starting with the thought that I am witnessing. He is in the mental domain.
Hmm.
So for
He
him,
has to.
he doesn't know what is witnessing all about. He says, I am
Mhm.
witnessing. Okay, it's called Sakshi Bhava. It's not Sakshi.
Okay.
When you say Bhava, it's a thought or feeling. I am witnessing.
Yeah. Last session, we tried to do a meditation where couple of guys, you guys couldn't go to the witness properly.
Yeah, witness you
Yeah.
cannot go because
Beginning.
yeah. So you say I am Sakshi Bhava. It's a thought you are holding.
Wow. Hmm.
In that
So
Sakshi
can we
Bhava,
say I am witness, Guruji?
yeah.
Can
you
we
say,
say I
witness.
am witness?
You are saying I am witnessing is a thought. It's not real witness.
Okay.
It's a mental thought. Now this mental thought is like a stick. Other thoughts you can get out of that other thoughts. So that is called first step. It's called Sakshi Bhava. It's not Sakshi. Now why you are Sakshi Bhava? Because you are still in the mind domain. Are we clear? Agree or disagree, Sudha? Surya.
Sir.
So now
Yeah.
from Sakshi Bhava, you have to drop the Bhava. You have to be Sakshi. Next step.
Hmm.
Okay. See, this is a step. I'm selling micro steps. From
Yeah.
Sakshi Bhava, you have to be Sakshi.
Hmm.
Correct? So how do you become Sakshi Bhava to Sakshi? Now you tell me that.
I don't know. I just know Sakshi. No, I never tried Bhava of Sakshi.
No. I know Sakshi is there is a Vedanta microscopic steps are there. I'm telling you the steps.
Hmm.
I am Sakshi. There is a Sakshi Bhava. Then you have to drop Sakshi. Why Sakshi? Why you are Sakshi?
I am Sakshi. Why I am Sakshi?
The Sakshi has to become
Hmm.
Brahman. Okay.
Sakshi is Brahman, no?
No. You listen carefully. Sakshi is. You are also Brahman. Surya is also Brahman. Everything is Brahman.
Hmm.
Sakshi is
Sakshi
Brahman.
alone there, yeah.
No. Sakshi is Brahman, but Brahman is not Sakshi.
Yeah.
Understand? Just like waking state is Brahman, but Brahman is not waking state. Sakshi
Yes.
is Brahman, But then Brahman is not Sakshi, the other way.
Correct. Brahman cannot be put into words or defined. That Brahman is this.
Not that. I'm saying from Sakshi, Sakshitva has to go.
Correct.
And that when Sakshitva
Yeah.
goes, what remains is Brahman.
Correct. Yeah.
And that Brahman is there in the waking state, dream state, deep sleep state.
Yeah.
Right? So that is the process. So use the thought, I am Sakshi, to get rid of other thoughts or reduce the other thoughts, not attach it to other thoughts. And use the thought to drop the Sakshi Bhava thought.
Right.
Then finally, Sakshitva you have to drop.
Right. The one who
I'm
claims
not-
that there is no one there.
No, that
To
is Brahman.
say that there is no one, right?
That is Brahman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Correct.
You have to
Brahman
drop the
alone
Sakshi.
is there. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to drop Sakshitva
True.
also. Now that Brahman
Right.
is not one state, it's all the states.
All the states. Yes.
Like that. You have to
Hmm.
use the thought to eliminate the thoughts. And finally, the thought which is used for eliminating that also you have to drop.
Yeah. In the beginning, you could, I would say you have to use the thoughts, but later on, it becomes very subtler and subtler, and
No.
thought would be too gross for it. Okay.
See, what you call as thought, finally subtler and
Hmm.
subtler is a feeling, bhava, okay?
Right.
But the witness is beyond the feeling and bhava. But there's a subtle feeling that I am the witness is there. Subtle feeling that I am the witness.
Okay.
So that
Hmm.
subtle feeling of I am the witness also goes. That's called
That
Brahma.
also.
There is a Brahma bhava. I am Brahman is a
Right,
bhava
right.
also.
Bhava
So
also.
Brahma bhava also has to go. Brahman alone should
It has
remain.
to go. Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then when Brahman remains,
Hmm.
with your eyes open, you are in Brahman.
True.
You don't have to practice anything. It's called Sahaja Samadhi.
Correct.
Okay.
True.
Anyway, I have got. Sorry for disturbing. I'll just get out.
No. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Guruji, it was wonderful, Guruji. And
Yeah.
surprisingly,
Guruji, you need
getting
to
you and
contemplate
getting your
on it,
guidance.
very,
Getting
very
your guidance. It was really very
Am I
nice,
making
Guruji.
sense?
It
Am I
was
making any
great.
sense or is it showing some throw light or confusing?
It is actually it is very
Pleasant surprise,
required.
Guruji. It's a pleasant surprise, Guruji.
actually it is
Yeah.
very clear, Guruji. Now, I mean, what
Very
we have
clear.
in the video, it is very aligning with this. Actually,
So
Hmm.
progressively you have to use the thought to get rid of thought, then get rid of that thought also. That get rid of feeling also. Then
Yeah.
what remains is Brahman, but then it's not a state. It is there in all the states. That you have to understand. So
Yeah.
make eyes open, ears open, that Brahman is the only reality. And that is called Jivan Mukti or Sahaja Samadhi.
Perfect.
Okay.
yes, Gurudev.
Hmm.
Okay. Hari Om.
Hari Om, Gurudeva.
Hari
Thank you
Om.
so much.
Hari Om, Guruji.
Pranam.
Yeah.
Hari Om, Guru. Pranams.
So great.
We need to contemplate a lot on this, right?
Yes, and we have a recording, thankfully. So
Nice.
the thing is, I will today. I will summarize my
Hitalji,
understandings.
one second.
Yes.
One
yes,
more
teacher.
request. This class, because Guruji also had come and explained so beautifully and all. Can you post this in that group? Because you said you will be putting in that YouTube some separate this one. And that is
Okay.
okay. But in this can
Still
you
put it in the
please-
group. Yeah.
Okay.
I saw you recording.
Okay.
Huh?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Definitely. Yeah. So let's conclude with the summary. That is my own understanding, I could say, but I would rather use the Vedantic terms because I prefer to do that. Then let us imagine there is a Jiva. We have discussed the gross body and subtle body of the Jiva. Now we are coming to the causal body in this video of the Jiva. The causal body is Mithya. It is Avidya. Oh, I'm left with 10 minutes only, so I will have to rush up. So the causal body is Mithya. It is ignorance, that is Avidya, and it is the reason of the two bodies, that is the gross body and the subtle body is the in the bija rupa of the karana sharira, that is the causal body. And it is also said that it is nirvikalpa, that is in the thoughtless state. Then it is ignorance, that is avidya. It is a homogeneous slab like thing which is having all these characteristics what we have given in the Vedantic terms. Now, this is about the causal body. Then the jiva now experiences the three states. The jiva experiences the waking state, the dream state, and the deep sleep, that is the sleeper state, the deep sleep state. The association of the waking state is with the gross body. The association of the dream state is with the subtle body. The association of the causal, that is the deep sleep state, is with the causal body. This is the association between these two prakriyas. Now, the waking state is where the 19 aspects, that is the panchendriyas, the pancha pranas, the karmendriyas, the sense organs, the antakarana is fully active, and sense gratification is done by the sense organs. That is, it is organ-based experience, sense-based experience, as well as subtle body-based experience. Then, when we come to the subtle body, the manas, that is the mind, is the main experiencer here, which in the dream state, it has lot of memory which it has stored from the waking state, as well as lot of other janmas also. From the causal point, how it sprouts, it gets stored, and these stored memories are used in the dream state to create some scenes, some leelas, which I can only understand. That is, in the waking state, the world is continuous, and the world I can see, others can also see. But in the dream state, what I see as dream, only I can see, only it is available to my mind. Then in the deep sleep, the causal body, which is in the seed-like state, which is full of ignorance, there is lot of bliss, but that bliss does not know that I'm Sat Chit also. So in the waking state, the Sat Chit is available. Then in the dream state, the Chit is available. Then in the causal state, the last, that is the deep sleep state, the ignorance, which is the Sat Chit, is absent, and the bliss is present. Thus, what happens now is we have to see that we are not these three bodies, we are not these three states, we are apart from these three states. Like there is a thread which holds all these three flowers, that is these three states. Let's imagine a thread which is the turiya, that is the screen, which is holding every state of our experiences together, and we are like, it's a continuous non-stop thing which we are experiencing. But when we come to understand in the Atma Gnana, in our waking state, that what is it, the turiya, then we do the manana, chintana, and nididhyasana. We come to slowly, as Guruji said, the states of the Sakshi Bhava, Sakshi, and I am Brahma will come. So gradually we are experiencing that as a process. This is the complete description what was given. So hope everybody could understand it, and there was justice to the video. If there is something else to be added, you may please tell me here only. We can discuss everything here. There is nothing personal we could always say. Thank you so much, everybody. If any feedback.
Yeah, I just wanted one
there
clarification.
all the time. Just wanted to say. You were saying in the sleep something is, and in the Satchitananda is Turiya only. It's the nature of Turiya.
Yeah,
As
Satchitananda
Guruji
is
was saying.
nature of Turiya. Yes, Satchitananda is nature of Turiya. But I said in the deep sleep state, it knows only bliss. It does not know that it is Satchit. It has ignorance.
Hmm. Okay.
Yes, Rajniji, you were saying something?
Yeah, there is 2-3 things which Guruji had mentioned: Tejasa, Prajna, and he
Hmm.
mentioned 3.
Yes.
What was that like?
Yeah. In the waking state conscious is known as Vishwa. Are we clear? Are we able to hear?
Yeah.
Waking, the consciousness, according to me, would be the same. So why should we call it as a waking state? Acha.
Waking state
Okay.
consciousness
ठीक है.
for
Yeah,
just
okay.
bifurcations. For
We
just
call
bifurcations.
Tejas, Vishwa.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah.
So the waking state consciousness is called as Vishwa. The dream state consciousness is called as Tejasa, and the deep sleep state is called as Pradna. This was like the microcosm. The macrocosm is Vishwa. Then it comes like microcosms. These are all we have discussed as microcosms only, Rajni.